Hello, hello, my old friend. I've come to speak with you again. Okay, hi, I'm Jenny. I'm on the diet journey along with all of you. If you are clicking on this channel, and this is just my raw, unedited talk about how dieting is going for me. So, it's probably very encouraging for all of you who struggle on diets because I share a lot of my failures and where things don't go well. And then I hope if you're the kind of person that does that too, when I am feeling, not feeling, but well, feeling good, but when I am encountering successes, that makes you realize, it can be done. Even with a loser like her at her age, with that amount of weight to lose. So, so here we go. Okay, going to try to make this one quick again today. Don't want to chat too much, but I do want to go over numbers really quick because I am semi astounded by the changes that I made in terms of my weight loss. Now, remember I told you I had gone about a month on keto, losing essentially nothing. Um, so I wasn't like going balls to the wall, eating absolutely everything in my sight that was keto acceptable. But I will say I had no deprivation. I ate two good meals, usually a snack in there, always a dessert somewhere in the day, and was doing it on keto. So a month goes by, some days I lose, some days I gain, some days I lose, some days I gain. A month goes by, I'm exactly where I was to begin with, which was not a good place to be. So, in an effort to try to figure out what the problem is and correct it, right when I was just sitting making a video, I decided to make the promise to you that I am going to make some changes. And those changes were that I was going to go to OMAD. So I was having two meals a day, sometimes a snack in there, sometimes not, but two meals. I was going to get rid of the second meal. So OMAD is one meal a day. Was I 100% OMAD? No, because really what I did was I eliminated a second meal. But I said right there on the video, if I feel like I need it or I feel like I'm feeling like deprived, which then makes me fall off the bandwagon of diets, I'll allow myself a snack, any kind of protein snack. It could just be an all beef hot dog that I take and put in the microwave and heat up and just eat, plain like that. Or sometimes I like to slice it longwise and put cheddar cheese in it and melt it and then kind of hold it together and eat it. Oh, that's really good that way. It's really good that way. One of those Nathan's all beef dogs. Sometimes it's a little salami rolled up. Sometimes it's a mozzarella cheese stick. Sometimes it's a Colby Jack cheese stick. Sometimes it's a few pieces of mozzarella or a cheese stick and a few pieces of salami together. Okay, so this headset is squeaking on my head. I hope it's not squeaking to you because I can hear it in my ear every time I move my head for some reason. Maybe because I haven't been doing classes in so long that the earphones are stiffening up, and so there's a squeak. So I apologize if there's a squeak to you. I will disregard it. Ignore the loud noise squeaking in your ear, Jenny. Okay. A test and focus. So I have found that works. That not only worked for me, but I have been seeing numbers unless I don't know, we're women and sometimes Tom comes into play with everything in terms of water retention and weight gain and just hormones preventing you from losing weight or so it's just being a woman's a mess when it comes to losing weight. It's not so clear cut. But this is what I will say. The minute I started, let me go back and look here now in my chart because I have it pulled up. Nope, that's a double. Okay, so here is, nope, that's a double meal. Here we go. Okay, so literally when I started going, okay, I'm just going to do one meal a day and then allow myself a snack. And I have allowed myself that snack, I think every day but once. There was one day where I think I didn't, and that's just because of circumstances. I don't, I'm pretty sure, but I think I did have a dessert that day. I think I had one of the keto desserts. Um, but that doesn't matter because I usually have some sort of keto sweet each day anyway. But I believe that there was one day where I just had one meal and I didn't have the second snack. And that, again, it was like 4 o'clock before I ate my meal because things kept happening during the day. I meant to eat it around between 2 and 3, which is kind of when I've been doing my OMAD meal, trying to push to 3. But whether it's a matter of I can't stand my cats meowing at me anymore because they want to eat too, and that is a separate video. I'm not going into that again as to why I eat with the cats. But whether it's that or whether it's simply I'm not as busy around the house and then I start thinking about food, then I might start preparing food in the 2 o'clock hour and maybe even still eat in the 2 o'clock hour. But I usually try to wait until 3. And this day it was after 4. It was like 4:30 when I was getting dinner ready. So by the time I even thought to have the snack, it was after 7. And that was my second rule, that I wouldn't eat after 7 o'clock. So my eating window, I decided to shrink down to between, we'll say 2, because reality is many days it was in the 2 o'clock hour. So we'll say 2:30. Okay, so between 2:30 and 7 p.m. All right, that's the eating window, which is pretty good. 5.5 hours. That's a pretty good shortened eating window. It worked for me. I wasn't hungry outside that time. I just got up this morning. I'm getting ready to go to the gym. Again, apologies, gym attire, face, and hair. And not hungry. Not hungry. So that made me happy. Okay. I should probably just be happy that I'm saving myself a lot of money by not eating 2 meals a day. Just think if you cut out one meal every day, how much money you save. With the price of groceries these days, this is a great diet to be on, as is HCG. Amazing diet to be on with the price of groceries. All right, so here are my numbers. As soon as I started on it, okay, now I had a plus 1.2, so I want to put that out there because you never know what that is. That could have been water retention, that could have been whatever. I do weigh myself with just pajama bottoms and a t-shirt on, or pajama bottoms and pajama top if it's not a t-shirt in the morning. FYI. And try to keep consistency, and it's always first thing in the morning. Again, because I do have a lot of weight fluctuation throughout the day myself personally with the amount of water intake I do. So I have a water retention and release that's all over the place. All right, so the day before I had gained 1.2. Did I eat well the day before that? It was pretty much the same every day. Let me just go back and kind of show you. Okay, here's how the month went. I hope I don't bore you on this. Minus a half a pound, minus 1.5 pounds, plus a pound. That was like a readjust. Minus 1.6, minus 0.4, minus 0.5, minus 0, plus 2. Minus 1, minus 4.3, plus 5.9. A couple of these big jumps are not day to day. I forgot to log it in because I wasn't as good at the beginning of the diet, because when you're starting in on a diet, I was forgetting. So I probably shouldn't forget. I'm not even going to read these anymore because you're going to be like, what's going on with your weight? So let's just talk about what my weight did since I decided to go from 2 meals to 1 meal a day. Again, 1 meal plus snack is really what it is. My weight the next days were minus 1.2, minus 0.7, minus 0.9, minus 0.8, minus 0.7. Those are great numbers. Those are HCG, just starting HCG diet numbers. It has been 5 days and I've lost 5 pounds. It has been substantial in my weight loss. I really feel like I'm on HCG without having to have the same food restrictions of HCG. Huge. So if there's something else you want to try and something you want to do differently, last night when I realized I had gone 4 days with consistent weight loss and good consistent weight loss numbers, when you look back at those, minus 0.7 on the first, or no, wait, minus 1.2 on the first day. Okay, well, we all of a sudden went down from eating all this food to 1 meal a day. That one makes sense. Minus 0.7, that was happy the day after. Minus 0.9 almost a whole pound, minus zero point 0.8, minus zero point 0.7. That is incredible. Those are incredible numbers. So last night when I noticed them before I went to bed, that was 4 days in, I just thought, wouldn't it be amazing if I could literally go 7 days with continued losses and not having any gain, but still eating what I think is good, feeling satisfied after my meal, having another snack later in the day, having something sweet to eat as well, keto, but sweet to eat. I mean, I've stumbled upon the golden goose. No, all good things will come to an end, as this will too. And again, I don't know how Tom is coming into play with all of this because that kind of started. So maybe leading up to it, there was just like a lot of water retention that I couldn't get rid of. But then that doesn't make sense why it goes up. I mean, I don't know. Still, if you're dieting, you should lose. So clearly I really wasn't dieting. And to prove that I wasn't dieting, the keto sticks were not showing that I had ketones. Now my keto sticks are anciently old, so I don't know how accurate they are anymore. But the last time that I was on HCG and I tested it with them, it showed that I had a lot of ketones. So I think they still work. But I will say that since I've gone to OMAD, and a lot of times simply doing one meal a day and restricting that much how you eat is going to release ketones too. It's not just carbs. Sometimes it's just, like it's when your body's going to your fat reserve. That's when it's releasing ketones and your liver is going in overdrive. And so you're going to your ketone reserve. So you don't have to be completely sugar carb free for ketones to appear. It's like, when is your body producing ketones is really what it is. It's not a specific measurement of when are you not eating sugar. So, and you want your body to produce ketones because when your body's producing ketones, that means it's going to its fat reserves to use those. For some reason, yesterday I tested it again. Trace amounts of ketones. Trace. I don't know. That I don't get. I'm thinking that maybe it's the artificial sweeteners that are playing with my system, and if I got rid of those, that maybe that would make, I bet any money that would make all the difference in the world. I just don't know if I'm psychologically ready yet, because that's my drink all day is artificial sweeteners. All right, so let's talk about today's item. And I got a mega pack here of Weight Watchers. Is this Weight Watchers brand? I didn't even realize. Is it really Weight Watchers brand, or did they just say Weight Watchers is offering a promo? Let me look carefully here. No, it's not Weight Watchers brand. It's just promoting Weight Watchers. Okay, it's Fiber One. This is the actual brand. Fiber One is the brand. Okay, so these are Fiber One Brownies. 70 calories a piece. And let's see. They should have the Weight Watchers. Oh, 2 Weight Watchers points a piece if you're doing Weight Watchers. Now, which I don't think I realized when I got them, or maybe I did, because I bought these back a month ago when I went to Nashville the first time to move my daughter in from California. I wanted something sweet to eat in the car on the way down, and I was in Walmart, and I was trying to prevent myself from going to the box of Little Debbie Swiss cake rolls, which is my ultimate. I mean, I love that. I love that so much. I love that, and I love popcorn covered in caramel with chocolate. Another weakness of mine. Anyway, there's so many good things you can find in the snack aisles or the bakery. I mean, the bakery has blondies and soft chocolate chip cookies. I mean, you just name it. So, okay, Kat, let's get down. Come on, Cosette. Say hi. This is Cosette. Down we go. I have too many papers on my desk because I haven't been working at my desk for a couple months now, and so everything's piling up when normally when I have something to file, I just throw it on the desk, and when I go to work, I take care of it between seeing students, but haven't been working. Okay. So what I may or may not have noticed, I may not have cared because I thought it's still better, is that the net carbs are 5. That's a lot. I'm used to two. I'm used to two. Or according to this one, I thought yesterday I said that it was only one net carb. Yeah, one net carb per serving. These are only one net carb per serving, which is pretty amazing. The Walmart brand of what looks like a peanut butter cup but is chocolate and mint. Um, that is a really good snack, and it tastes good too. Um, but not as big and bready. Sometimes I just feel like biting into like a cookie or a piece of cake or something like that, and just pure chocolate is not what my heart desires at the time. And then these fit the bill. So often I have these. Now there's 18 in the box, and there's still a decent amount of them in there. So I don't have them every day. I try to use them sparingly and do some other sweet in between that is two or three net carbs. But I will say they taste amazing. I really, really like it. Remember how I said everything to me that has that artificial sweetener has a little bit of an aftertaste, especially if it's a chocolate or some sort of dessert. I don't taste it in Jello, which, by the way, I said jelly the other day when I said when I had a snack, I had jelly with a little bit of Ready Whip on it. I didn't have jelly. I don't know. Somebody sent a comment that they deleted it since then, but when they sent the comment, I don't know why they deleted it. It wasn't, but anyway, maybe they thought that you're supposed to delete them after they're answered. But at any rate, again, when somebody comments, then I click on the link and it automatically just opens the video and it starts to play. So then sometimes I sit there and listen to it. Otherwise, I don't really listen back. So my apologies. But because I know some of these are horrible videos. But when I went back and I was listening to it, I was like, well, did I just say? I mean, I don't know how many times I misspeak in these videos. So if I ever say something that seems odd to you or seems contradictory to something I said before, I probably just used the wrong word because I'm getting old, I guess. I don't know why. But please put a comment below and ask for clarification, and I will 100% give you clarification. All right, so that being said, I haven't found any keto chocolate stuff that doesn't have a hint of that little bit of aftertaste that they all do. This one doesn't. I mean, I get the 5 net carbs on this. Let's look at the label. Of course, they're only 70 calories a piece, so that's good. If you're going to have a dessert and it's only 70 calories, if you're a calorie counter or a Weight Watcher, that's great. There's only 3 grams of fat per bar, so that's pretty good too. Not great if you're on keto because you like the higher fats and then you want the less carbs in terms of the ratio and all that, but in general, 3 grams of fat, not bad. Now the carbohydrates are 17. This is where it's not as keto friendly as it is Weight Watcher friendly and calorie counting friendly. But especially, and this is where I'm thinking my ketone sticks aren't registering because this is what's tripping me up. There are a lot of carbohydrates in these desserts, although you're supposed to subtract the fiber and you're supposed to subtract the sugar alcohols, but I don't know that that is true when it comes to being in true ketosis. And being on a keto diet means you're in ketosis. Keto, ketosis, it comes from the word. And it's not happening for me, but I am losing weight. So go figure, something's happening. The stick isn't reflecting it. Okay, so we have 17 carbohydrates, 6 grams of fiber. All right, so that takes us down to 11. And then we have 6 sugar alcohols, which you subtract as well. And then that's how they get to 5. All right, 2 grams of protein per bar. Not a lot of protein, but it's not a protein bar, right? It's dessert, and it's truly dessert. I will tell you that I feel like after I've eaten one of these, I've had a treat. And they're decent size. I mean, it doesn't look that big in here, but like it's the size of a small brownie, I would say in my family. We wouldn't cut them quite this small, I don't think. Maybe we would. But it's thinner, obviously, than what a brownie you would make in the pan. But it does have that chocolate drizzle, on the top, and it does have the chocolate chips, which I'm guessing are the sugar-free chocolate chips that are on there. I'm not sure, but those two things are the things that make the whole thing delectable and delightful and just taste really good. Highly recommend. It looks so much smaller than it is. When you take it out and you start to eat it, you realize, I can savor this and take little bites, and it'll last me a little while, take a few sips of drink in between, and when I'm done, I feel satisfied. I think only once, and now I've had these for 2 months, and once in the time that I've had them, I ate two in the same night. And that was at the beginning of the diet when I wasn't losing any weight and I wasn't being very good and I wasn't tracking as well on my thing. And I just, I wasn't as serious as I am now about my diet. So, okay, Fiber One Keto. What are they actually called? Because I should hold on to it. Just Fiber One Brownies. That's all. There's no other like keto or low cal or carb control or anything like that. All right, Fiber One Brownies. Highly recommend. If you need a treat to get you through and you don't want to cheat on one of those things that you know are terrible for you, that have the 17 carbs without the sugar alcohols or the fiber that you can subtract, then this is definitely the way to go. Do this, do this. All right, you take care. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow. We'll shoot for it. Goodbye, everybody. Good luck on your dieting. Let me know how you're doing. And let me know if there's anything that you've eaten that is calorie friendly, carb friendly, especially carb friendly, and that tastes good. And it doesn't have to be desserts. We're almost at the end of all the desserts, people, so we can get to some real food. You take care. Talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, like and subscribe. That helps other people get some information. I make no money off this channel, folks. I make no money. It really just makes me feel good to know that you liked it. That's it. And then more people stumble upon it, and then they can find some cool ideas, and maybe they'll be sharing some of their ideas of cool things that they found too. So we all win if you like and subscribe. All right, take care. Have a great day.